Hold on a second. Fake. She's feeding you lies. Hi, I'm Zachary. I'm an animator. I have 3 dogs. I actually adopted a new dog from a shelter, and he loves me, and I love him, but he's really awkward. And basically, like, he's this 12-year-old like coonhound, and what that is, I cut myself on my hand. Anyway, what it means is pretty much like a beagle if someone just went like and didn't go to jail, and it was just yeah, he's really awkward because like I could be like watching TV and he just comes up to me and he's like this, and I'm just like, what do you want? And I'm like, and well, of course he doesn't answer, but I pet his head and he was just like, and I'm like, and then like I'm like, okay, whatever, and then he like just starts jumping on me. I'm like, ah! And then, but it's weird because also, he has this weird yell. The weird thing about it is, the best way to describe it is pretty much if Kermit the Frog started doing like a bad impression of a cow. It's pretty much like, "Moo! Moo! Moo!" Like that. It's really, but but also he farts like a lot. And I mean like too much. I mean like, with relationship to how much I feed him and he farts is just mysterious. I mean, but it's not like they're like silent or like really loud farts. They're kind of just like, it makes this weird noise like like that. It's just like, and it's weird because like he'd just be sitting there and like he like, as soon as he got home, like pretty much what happened was, the reason I got him is because my sister works at like a shelter, and she was like, all these dogs should have a good home. Wait, derp-de-derp, I have a good home. You can stay here. And then she leaves. And so basically I take care of the dog, and he decided that my bed is now his bed, and he sleeps horizontally, so now I can't sleep in my own bed. And then like I try to squirt, and then I kind of push myself in the corner, like this is my bed, and I'm just sort of like, and he's just sitting there, and he's just like, and he has this weird smile. He's like that. He knows what he did, and he's just fooling with me. But this dog is 12 years old, which I think is a total lie. I think this dog is like 10, but because he's active. He does nothing all day, but as soon as like I take him outside, he's like, "Where are we going? Where are we going?" And when he's in my bed, well, now it's his bed. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, and then I hear, I'm like, oh, come on! And then it's just like, sometimes he like, when he gets angry, he takes the blanket, he pushes over my head, goes, psst, and then he leaves, and then he suffocates me with his own fart. And I mean, like, I'm like, I adopted him, and I mean, it's good. Like, I adopt him, I give him a home, he suffocates me with his fart. It's I guess that's, whatever. I know. Okay, moving on. How many of you guys like Pokemon? Okay, it was sort of like post-traumatic stress, but okay. Basically, do you ever notice that Pokemon is the worst thing ever made? I'm not saying that I don't like it. I love Pokemon, but I'm just saying, like, it teaches kids, like, basically, this, like, the parent of like the kid, I guess it was like Ass or something. He basically he's like 10 years old, so I guess legal to kick the kid out of his house and go like live in the woods where he has to capture the Pokemon. And it's weird because then like after that, it's like these monsters, if this was real life, like those, he would have been like eaten if he went outside. Like some of those things look like scary if they were like, if it would be like, he'd be like, go up to something like, hey, get in my ball! And the thing would just like eat him. And then that would be the end of the series. But I don't know how that lasts. Like, this show's been on for like 16 years. How did nobody get eaten or crushed or, it'd be like, come on, go fight! And they would just like, ah! And they would just eat. It would just, everyone would just get eaten. But then you can't sell toys off of that, but... And basically the show is just like cockfighting for children, and then it's just like, and then you're pretty much like slaving them into that. Like there was like a rock monster that was like 16 feet high, and how did it fit in a bowl that's I mean, I know it's like a cartoon, but don't lie to children about stuff like that. I mean, like, how many of them are there now? There's like 400 of them now, and half of them they just like made up. It's like there's like a trash can Pokemon. It's like there's a stool Pokemon. I mean, the trash can Pokemon is metaphorical, but it's weird. I mean, even getting 151 was too much. I mean, no one has time for that. It's just, it's weird. How many of you people like to read? Okay. Well, basically, I didn't like to read as a kid because what happened was, before the internet and before like YouTube and stuff like that, what happened was everyone liked Harry Potter. It was either Pokemon or Harry Potter when you were when you were a kid. And it's like, you know how like now kids they all sit in a room and they're all on their iPhone. They're not even looking at each other. They're on their iPhones just texting. It's like I went to school today, LOL, and it's just stuff like. But now it's just like everyone was reading Harry Potter, and it was just like we weren't even like on the same like pages or relating to it, and I was just like, I can't read basically, but the thing is like, I mean, I know how to read, but I would just stare at the pages, and then I just thought like enough time would go by, and then I would just turn the page. But one of my friends caught me in the act, like he asked me a question, like, oh yeah, that's cool, and then I turned the page, like, hey, you couldn't have read something that fast, and then I got in trouble, and then I just said, I'm done with reading forever. So anyway, but I found reading is fun if you read it in different voices, so I like to read it as cartoon characters. So here's some lines from books that you guys never heard of, or probably did. So here we go. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. Gorge, you're a sorcerer, Harry. Franz,
Well, sir,
life but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets in stage, and then heard no more. It's despicable. This is why we don't show ourselves in the sunlight. People know that we're different. This is what I am. It's like diamonds, you're beautiful. Beautiful? This is the sin of a skillet. Okay, this one's really hard, but many people have died trying to do what I'm about to do. It's impression. So here we go. I would not, could not in a box. I could not, would not with a box. Yeah, I would not, could not, Sam I am. I do not like things in there. I'll see you guys later. Zachary.